Fans First Entertainment is a family-friendly organization and does not sponsor this podcast. We curse and we thirst, so this content may be best for listeners 18 and over. Listener discretion is advised. Start the show. Oh, I didn't come up with like a cold open, did I?
New York, a hell of a town. The box is off. The battery's down.
Broadball. Welcome to Broadball.
For those listening for the first time, welcome to Tarps Off. I'm Bailey.
I'm Junie.
I'm here to talk about baseball.
And I am also here.
If you're listening, you probably already know what banana ball is. But just in case, banana ball is...
Sorry. You want to try it again?
Yeah. For those listening for the first time, welcome to Tarps Off. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Junie.
I'm here to talk about baseball.
And I am also here.
If you're listening, you probably already know what banana ball is. But just in case, banana ball is the brainchild of Jesse Cole and Fans First Entertainment. And we like to say it's baseball, but with glitter and nipples.
Oh, what a show. What a show.
There were so many nipples, just like from the party animals the last two games.
No, it's kind of like you don't know where the game starts and the strip show ends. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of go hand in hand sometimes.
It's like an Venn diagram. It's that overlap.
It's banana ball.
Life is like banana ball. You never know what you're going to get.
Didn't he also play baseball? No, it was ping pong.
No, but Tom Hanks. Oh no, I was thinking just Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own.
No, I was thinking Forrest Gump. I know that Tom Hanks. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. So obviously the party animals did not do the open. They didn't do the open. They didn't get in the open. How do you say this?
They did not.
They did not participate.
Yes.
They were not
in
privy
the open.
to. They were not.
They were eliminated from the open.
That
Yes.
that does sound very Hunger Games.
They were eliminated from the open.
And then you just see them like in the sky. You just see the party animals. The little cannon goes off and it's just the party animals.
They participated in their own way. I mean, they were still in the crowd and Delana was in a tree.
Delana was still in a tree.
Was in a tree.
So anyway, they were not in the open, so that means that we had another week off and we didn't put anything else out. But anyway, hi.
You know why? Because we didn't
We're
feel like it. It's fine.
Well,
we actually have life. We have life.
We actually have a life, guys.
We have a life.
No, it was just there was really nothing to say or post at the moment. I mean, I guess I could have written in and been like, "Here's Delano in a tree."
But you did have Mark and Telly throwing bananas into the crowd. I think Lealios too they were throwing not bananas. They were throwing hot dogs.
A banana and a hot dog are two different things. How did you get that mixed up?
Because it's banana ball, and I thought we're talking banana, and then
you're like, it's a little bit of a long thing. You know, sometimes they got a little bit of a curve.
Yeah, they both have a curve.
A curve is normal. A curve is normal. Everybody is built in God's image.
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
I do really enjoy seeing, like, when the teams aren't necessarily playing because of whatever reason, but they're there to, like, support one another and just kind of there as, like, an overall, like, entity. You know what I mean? Just, like, the soul of Banana Ball. And so seeing them there was actually really kind of wholesome because then they were, like, there's a lot less pressure because you're not necessarily performing. You're there having fun and being part of things. So wasn't that when Bronny went around and was like, "How can I make this better for you? Like, what can I do to?"
Yeah,
I thought that was really kind of sweet.
That was really sweet.
I would have been like, "Give me your shoes." Do you think he would have?
You're just like, stick them up. Give me your shoes.
But I don't know what I was expecting coming into these games. I was a little bit worried on a lot of fronts because, you know, I feel like it's just not connected, you know, over the last few times. And I was hopeful, but I don't know what I was expecting. And I think actually so on their off week, they were doing a lot of like, literally they would put in the caption bonding time with each other. They were doing a lot of activities with each other. And honestly, I think that helped.
No, just watching those TikToks and even watching the individual ones with players that don't normally do TikToks together.
Right.
It just, for me, seeing those, even before the game starts, I was just like, "I have a good feeling about this. I feel like
Mhm.
something just clicked."
Something's different in the energy.
When the game started, maybe it's just the atmosphere of Yankee Stadium. I know this isn't a big deal to you, but for a lot of sports fans, baseball fans in general, Yankee Stadium is just the mecca for baseball.
I mean,
It's
I can
just
appreciate that. I
yeah.
understand.
But you saw Vava showing pictures of him as a child in the Yankees gear. You had,
It's very poignant. There's a lot of little moments like that.
I had Baber, Mark, whose family was Yankees fans, and then he's a Red Sox fan. You had all of that with not only the party animals, but with the bananas as well. Whereas I think the bananas are used to playing in these stadiums because they are usually the headliners. Usually the party animals are there, but not recently. I feel like this was such a big moment for them. It just turning on the game on YouTube, you just felt that energy change.
What we would talk about before was that we didn't think that there was a lot of good communication going on. Like
Mhm,
for whatever reason, something wasn't connecting, and we didn't understand what it was because in every other game that we'd seen from them, in the past season, I should say, every other game we'd seen from them, there was a lot of cohesion. You know, there
mhm,
was moments, of course. There was a lot more. I don't know if it was just like unspoken communication, a lot more trust, a lot more something that just wasn't there for the first while of these
mhm,
games. It just didn't feel that way. And then all of a
mhm,
sudden, for whatever reason, this particular set of games changed.
mhm.
Now, was it 100% perfect? No. But at the same point, something was different. And like everybody was a lot more, I don't know, the energy was different. Everybody was very into it.
Well, I just remember looking at the sidelines. I know in our last podcast, I was like, we're not seeing the shenanigans on the sidelines. I'm not sure if it's the camera or where they're placed. We're not seeing it. But this time we're seeing it. And it's not just Telly and Helton. You know, we're seeing so many more players within that frame. It had started out with Delano just coming to the mound and just throwing a gem. That is Delano.
Yeah.
That is Delano.
I remember feeling that, like, when he
Mhm,
had that first big celebration, like, I'm getting to see the little crab celebration. It was
mhm.
one of those where it was literally like, "Oh my god, welcome back, Delano." I don't know where he's been or where his mind has been, but, like, it just felt like he was back.
I think it was the magic of the tree.
Do you think that he was able to get one with nature and get that out of his system, and now he's like, "You know
Yeah.
what? Okay, I've made my peace with nature. Now I'm free."
Yeah,
The
he just
souls of his ancestors and the squirrels in the tree. It genuinely did
mhm,
feel like he's back, you
mhm.
know? And so having that was just kind of like a breath of fresh air. That's why I'm watching this
Yeah.
game, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
He had 2 Sesame Street innings. For those you don't know,
I
that's well,
love
1,
it.
2, 3 innings. He had
Uh.
5 strikeouts, only 1 ball for sprint. He allowed 1 run in the 3rd, which it prevented the party animals from getting the point, but he didn't allow the bananas to get the point either. So he looked peak 2025 season. He
Absolutely.
just looked wonderful.
He was there. And so I'm hoping that
Yeah,
that continues as a
yeah.
trend because having that back was it just felt so good and I think that gave them the beginning momentum like it was like a starting gun, right? Where it was just like things were starting to take off again.
I will say throughout this entire game, Junie, you told a lot of people to shut up.
I
And
did.
my notes are like, "Junie says shut up."
I
Junie
did.
wants
I
you to
do
shut
say
up.
see, this is why I keep saying that we can't do anything live because my filter is gone, brother. I don't have a filter really
I
when it's live, so that's why it's better to record these a couple days after.
Yeah, so as much as we would love to get on TikTok Live, we would get banned.
Immediately. When we first see them, like, obviously, first of all, I love that party animals get the klaxon alarm whenever they come
Mhm,
in. It's my favorite
yeah.
because they just kinda walk in, it's all badass.
It's
And
like
then
they don't need to put on a performance to make an
uh,
entrance, they just walk in going, "We're here."
"We're here, brothers. We are crashing this party." And they just sort of stand there, they're like, "What's up, man? What's up, ladies? What's going on?"
And I'm
And then
like,
they
"Yeah,
just
you
run
come
onto
to
the
my
field,
party."
and it's the best. Also, I said that these boys have had Red Bull. Even the beginning, like, before they
Mhm.
even, like, got started with the actual game, something was different, man.
It was 100% different. I'm excited to see what happens in the next games to see if that energy is still there,
Mhm.
and
Kinda keep
hopefully
that
it's
momentum.
yeah, hopefully it's just not being in Yankee Stadium. Hopefully it's just that momentum that they have, that energy that The magic that's within them, you know?
It was inside you all along. Finally got kissies and heart hands. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen the kissies and heart hands from Tanner Thomas?
Oh, yeah, and in the second game, we got a good one.
We got a big one. And I'm not gonna say it was for
Sh
us.
I am going to say it was for us.
This is not anything really to do with the game itself, but it is because it's the home run kid. You know how we always say run home Jack?
Run home, Jack, we do.
His name was actually Jack this time. I was so pleased.
Bieber had a new vest for the occasion, and it was very, very
It
spiffy.
was a spiffy new vest and it looked nice. I think that he just wanted to dress up for Yankee Stadium. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's the
I would
power of
have
Yankee Stadium.
if that was something that was important to me. I would have wanted to look my best,
Oh, definitely.
you know.
So they looked solid. They looked solid. Fluke had a Sesame Street inning. The party animals looked very good on the bat. They were trying to do trick plays. I appreciate them trying to do trick plays, especially when it wasn't in a really risky situation, but they did have a lot of missed trick plays, one which was costly in the 6th.
Woof. Yeah.
Or no, the 7th. The 7th?
Well,
The
one of them.
7th. The 7th. And
One of
we
them.
also it's they played well. They played well. Fluke had a Sesame Street inning in the 5th. He is hilariously vocal, mic'd up or not.
Yeah, he is.
So he really wanted to complete a behind the back trick play. But Swanee, I guess he couldn't get a read on the ball, so he just caught it. And then Fluke was trying to show him by putting his arm around his back, being like, "Look, I could have done it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is
Right,
how you
right.
do it."
And Swanee's just like, "Bro, I caught the ball." Like,
We needed the
and I
out.
get it. I do understand how vital they are now for with the trick plays, but at the same point, like, my biggest thing is, like, did you catch the ball? Is he out? Amazing. Great. I know that that's a low bar, but at the same point, with the way that they were playing previously, it's not really that much of a low bar.
Plus, you are playing against the Bananas, who are pretty good at trick plays.
So, yeah, we had, like, the celly, like, I love seeing Delano get to celebrate. It's one of my favorite things.
It was a little crab
His little
celebration.
crab celebration and his little baby shorts.
We did have a Fisher walk up at the top of the 2nd, but he was wearing a tarp and he kept his tarp on.
Which
Um,
is unheard of for him. He likes seeing tarps off.
it was cold there.
Well, who
It was
cares?
very cold there.
Well, who cares? That's not we're called Tarps Off Party Pod, Bailey.
We
Come
demand
rain or
nipples.
shine.
Release the nipples.
It's like the post office. Neither rain nor snow nor sleet or cold nipples.
At least with Helton and Tel. So we did have another celebration in the top of the 3rd with butt bongos.
Butt bongos is so nice. Like, I missed butt bongos.
Butt bongos, we used to do a toast last season when we played our drinking game, where every time the party animals scored a point, we'd take a shot and we'd go, "2 butt bongos,"
To
and
butt
we'd take a
bongos.
shot. So, thank you for bringing that back. I cannot wait for synchronized swimming to come back.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so exciting. I guess, like, lately, my target for bullying has been Ballard, and it's not it's not because he's not doing well, it's
You
just
just
because I feel like he's so, like, he's in tight, you know? He got
with
he
his
has the bat up against his helmet, he's got his little butt clenched, and then the ball comes and he goes whap.
but he does well, so
He
keep
does so well.
clinching.
Like I said, it's not I'm bullying him not because he's not doing well, it's because he looks
It's
like he's about to have an aneurysm.
it's not a stance you're used to.
It's not at all. Well, everybody, like I said, we talked about this before. Everybody's got their own stance. It's very interesting to me. Like, I feel like I want to go on a diatribe about it, but I don't have the time or the energy. But, like, everybody has their own stance. And it's really interesting to me to see if it makes a difference for them or if it just looks fun. I don't know. But, like, you got Swanee who stands like the S. I said I didn't have the time or the energy, but here I am. Yeah, Swanee that stands like the S, he's like in his own initial, yeah. And then you have Fisher, stick a little booty out. And then Ballard, uptight, in, everything in. So anyway, I just think it's really interesting for me.
We did get a Cosgrove walk up, and he did not have a tarp on.
He took that off. I did say in here, I said Cosgrove walk up time, tarp time, nipple time, welcome back.
We did have also something in the 4th. which was Clina pitching
Well,
as the Phantom of the Opera.
I enjoy Broadway as much as the next Joe Schmo, but I don't want the Broadway in my baseball. I didn't come here for Broadball, I came here for Banana Ball. And Clenna, I don't know. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way.
He's a
Maybe it's
banana.
because he's
That's
on
why.
I was about to say, maybe it's because he's part of the Savannah Bananas, I don't know. But there's something about the guy that rubs me the wrong way. And literally, Bailey, in my notes, I said, "Who let Clenna back out of his cage?"
I mean, Banana Ball is for performers. I get it. And I understand they're in New York and here's Derek Klina, Broadway star. But I don't know. I just feel like
If it was once in a while, it'd be like, "Okay, that's kind of fun, that's kinda niche." He does at least 3 performances per game. Also, so top of the 7th, we have Ashton.
yes,
Ashton!
Ashton got that ball for a sprint.
In my notes, before she hit, I was like, "Don't you let a man psych you out."
And she didn't.
And she didn't.
She didn't. We love Ashton.
Love Ashton. Yeah, I mean, like, most of my notes are basically me just flipping the fuck out because of Ashton, so that's fine.
Anyways.
Also, one of the things I said was, "At least we have Helton." Because
Yeah,
anytime things look up or down for me, Helton finds his way in front of a camera and makes everything all better.
he does. And he's one of those players who even if he's starting pitching, he's in the zone, but he's in the zone in a way where he's celebrating with his team. He's still on the sidelines having fun.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
after he's pitching, he's not just sitting there. He's tarps off, holding as many bats as he can.
and other things that he manages to grab.
Yeah, yeah. b- He needs to do a scavenger hunt.
I want to see how he gets these things. Do people just hand that to him, or is he just kinda like, "Ooh, I want that," and, like, people give it to him?
I want your shoes. Give me your shoes. The party animals did get 2 runs at the top of the 7th,
Mhm.
and Telly was put in to face the top of the Bananas order. And Telly's on a 4-game streak without allowing an earned run, but, shit happens. Um, there was a missed trick play from Hampton. Behind the
Ugh.
back, he thought he had it. I thought he had it. Everyone thought he
Everybody
had
thought he
it
had it.
until you see the yellow ball like he pooped it out and was rolling towards the wall,
Oh,
which
god.
means Alexiadis had a triple.
That literally it broke my heart because he
Mhm,
genuinely thought he had it. Alexidadada. Sorry,
mhm,
I was genuinely trying to say his name and, my tongue said no. He thought he had the ball, everybody thought he had the ball, and then all of a sudden it was just like, "Oh, shit," and then so he goes booking it, and
mhm.
Hampton's panicking, like, and I see him he said a naughty word.
He did.
He
What
said a
was the
bad word.
word? What was the word, Jeannie?
He said, "Fuck."
We can say that on our podcast.
We can say it on a podcast, we have a disclaimer.
And then we had young Goldberg hit a 2-run homer, and the home run, it hit off the foul pole, which made it a home run, and it's just unlucky. It was so unlucky.
It was just everything felt like it was going well, we were, like, neck and neck for a bit,
Mhm.
we were doing well, and then all of a sudden shit went downhill. Quick.
And I will say this, he kept it at bay, so they did not get the point. The Bananas didn't get the point, but the Party Animals didn't get the point, so that kinda sucks. Gillespie comes up to pitch, and I
Ugh.
know I was just like, I if Delano can do well,
I
right?
was so hopeful. Listen, Gillespie started coming up, and I was just like, "Okay, all right, let's just think about this for a sec." They had the bonding exercises, everybody's better
Mhm,
like, performing better, they're at least in a better state of mind, it looks like, so I was like, "Maybe that means that we've shaken the cobwebs off a little bit."
mhm.
And I was like, Bailey, I miss so badly when he literally turned around and would make the outfield sit down.
God, it was such an asshole move, and I
It was
loved it.
so fucking cocky, Bailey, and it was hot.
Love it.
If Fisher had not been in, Gillespie would have lost far quicker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fisher saved Gillespie's ass not once, not twice, thrice.
My goodness. So, Gillespie, he had a grounder from Hosley from, gosh, what was it? 3rd to 1st, and then the other 2 were flyouts to Fisher, but it wasn't just like a normal flyout. This man was stretching, rolling. He was diving for these catches.
He was a stunt
These
man. Brother
stuntman
was a runner,
Fisher,
he was a track star.
and it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Fisher stood on his head to keep from getting the hit. And Gillespie had a Sesame Street inning.
because of Fisher. Again, I say,
Mhm.
like, it's a team sport, it's team effort, but,
Mhm.
like, had Fisher not been in, if he had not been able to, like, perform as well as he had, it would have gone far worse.
Mhm.
He would not have gotten the Sesame Street inning. That was
The
Fisher's doing.
the only player I could see who would be able to do that from left field would be Bobo, honestly.
Bobo's very fast.
I
He's
think it would be
so
Bobo.
fast, and we see that later.
Mhm. We do. So, even though Skoll was able to get on base in the ninth with 2 out, Hampton could not get him home, but we went to showdowns because of Oberst.
Also, I'm sorry, can't before we get there, Bailey,
Mhm.
before we get there, are you not gonna talk about the Broadway? Listen, top of
There's
the
only
ninth.
there's only one thing I would like to talk about the Broadway in that Broadway, and you know exactly what I wanna talk about.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that, like, top of the ninth, literally the first thing I say in my notes is, "What the fuck is this again?"
It's Banana Ball.
Because, again, they let Klenna out of his fucking cage, again. And it was just out of nowhere, there was dancers, and then there was other things happening, there was, like, pyrotechnics, there's all this shit, and I'm literally, like,
The
in my
cast of
ADHD,
Aladdin.
I'm going, "What the fuck is going on? There's too much to see!
The
I don't know where to put
cast
my eyes!"
it was the Broadway cast of Aladdin, right?
Aladdin!
Aladdin, which cool, I get it. Broadway, Disney. Ooh,
Why
okay.
are you
We get it.
there?
We get it. Why I just didn't understand why they couldn't get the both full teams involved. We kinda not really did.
We got Baba doing
We
tap, which I didn't know he could do tap.
Yeah, he is very good at tap.
I didn't
He's
know he
very
did
good at
that.
tap. But then that's it. And then they did Newsies, which is fine.
Don't do this to me.
It's fine. We are Newsies
Don't
fans. We are
don't
OG.
don't you touch my Newsies. Don't you ruin it for me, Glenna.
So,
I don't know
if
why I have such a vendetta against this man all of a sudden, but
you know what? I'm
blood.
here for it. I'm here for it. It's on site. It's
It's
on
on
site, Clina.
site, Glenna. Give me
Not really.
shoes.
I do.
Fine.
Look, it's I love Broadway. I love show tunes. I love baseball
But what was nice is all of a sudden there were tarps off everywhere.
everywhere. But that would be on the party animal side
Yes, I don't care about the banana side.
because the bananas were too bundled up. They were too cold, but not our party animals.
But that's the second game. I think
No,
that
but they
there
had a
was
few
they
off
had a
in the
few
first
in the
game.
first. The second one was when they felt super cold because there was the one with the Ty Jackson. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the ninth, I guess they had Pete pitching instead of Gillespie, which was
Mhm.
interesting to me. It was, to wrap things up, and of
Mhm.
course we got sent to showdowns.
I hate showdowns and I hate this particular way of doing showdowns.
I don't know. I just some of this I don't understand.
So, just so that we can just abbreviate it, in a nutshell, the bananas won, but what happened is one of the rules is if a batter gets a ball for a sprint, the batter immediately gets to go to second or have a runner for him and can bat again. Now, if there's a second ball for a sprint, which we saw with Hosley against Hampton, Hampton got to go to first. Mark, who was running for Hampton on second, didn't get to go home. He had to stay at third. I know Biko said it's trying to be more exciting, but I don't find that exciting.
It's confusing.
I wouldn't find it exciting for any team. I think it elongates the game. I think it's more exciting if you get a ball for a sprint, go to second, and if it's another one, the person on second gets to go home and the batter gets to go to second. Like, it makes it more exciting,
Mhm.
personally, I think. It just kind of shows that the pitchers have to be on their game, which is they have to be on their game for showdowns.
But there was also that confusion. Like, not even the players were confused. Like, you saw, like, Hampton's trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. Smark's trying to figure it out because he's like, "Wait, why can't I just go?"
I want to go home
He was so close.
to
Like,
my
he literally would
friends.
have made the run. He would have had a run.
Yeah, he would
He
have.
would have done it. But
And
because of the rule, he had to go back.
but I would say that for any team, even if the Bananas or Tailgaters were up to bat and got that ball for a sprint because they deserve that run. That's just
Mhm.
it. That's just it. Um, so I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Very confusing.
But I also didn't like at the
The
very end of the game, the Bananas are celebrating, "Yay, woohoo, we won." But then they showed the party animals zooming in on their sad faces. And it wasn't like, oh, we're sad that, the whole team lost collectively or they're standing on the sideline. They're like zooming in on Telly. They're zooming in on Ponce. They're zooming in on Holden going to the locker room. It really upsets me. And I'm the same with any team. I don't like seeing the losing team sad. It
Mhm.
really affects me. I just don't like it. It really made me sad when I rewatched this game. It really made me sad.
So I had to basically watch this one. I did not actually end up taking notes. So Bailey, tell me a story. Tell me a
I
story and
will tell you a story. So we have the top of the first. Awesome. We get through the lineup from Hampton, Acuff, Skull, Reeves, Swan, Ballard, Cosgrove. 2 runs. 2 runs in, right?
right?
So then, bottom of the first, we have Helton pitching. We love Helton. Helton is wonderful.
Love Helton.
Once again, we are plagued by missed trick plays in these games.
God.
Alexiata scores because, once again, a triple on a missed trick play. And then Goldberg gets a sacrifice fly to right field. But it's fine because, in the end, party animals get the point. Can we talk about the top of the second? Because I think it's story time for the top of the second with Tanner Thomas's walk up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we have a story time.
Story time.
We try on Tarps Off, try to do a kiss count for Tanner Thomas because in his at bat, he blows kisses to the crowd, to the camera.
Kisses.
Except the camera isn't capturing those for us.
Which is really upsetting to me because, like, listen, I have my theory, okay? And I have
Mhm.
yet to be proven incorrect. You
Yes.
have to have all the above. The tarps off, the butt wiggle from Fisher, or controversially, you also have like the booby shimmy.
Mhm.
It's the butt wiggle or the booby shimmy, and then you have to have the kissies from Tanner. To have the win, you must have all of these in conjunction. By these powers combined, you are Captain Planet.
And it has to be shown on YouTube or it doesn't count, right?
Right? 'Cause you
Because
have to
we
see
don't know it
it.
exists. We don't know it exists. So, me in my I have adult money and
No one can
I'm
tell me what to do.
I'm going to use it irresponsibly.
Is it irresponsible if it's in the venture of science?
Sure. No.
It's in pursuit of science,
It is.
Bailey.
I requested a cameo from Tanner Thomas about, hey, we're not seeing your kisses and it makes us sad. Something along those lines. We don't know why. We are doing a kiss count on our podcast. He sends us a very sweet cameo back, just saying, it might be a timing issue with the camera people. It happens, right? We did this recently. Tanner Thomas has his walk up, goes to the camera on his at bat, blows kisses. Then this man crouches down, stares right into the camera, and blows kisses right into the camera, like big kiss.
I'm not saying that's for us, but I'm not saying it's not.
It just seems way too coincidental. So we do have a fun Junie quote.
We do?
So in the second we have you. I don't know what was happening, but you said, "Oh God, it's Clina."
But it was Clena.
It was Clina.
I don't say these things unjustified.
So now we're in the top of the fourth, right? And because we're in New York and Derek Klena, luckily he wasn't featured at this, we
Clena.
have one of my favorites, West Side Story.
Was it which inning was this? What inning was this?
That was the top of the fourth.
Was it really? I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was closer to the end of the game.
Nope, top of the fourth.
Oh. But yeah, go ahead.
That's because this game ended in the eighth
That's
because it took so
right.
long.
It took so freaking long. Anyway, so yeah, this one was actually a lot of fun. Like I wasn't entirely certain what was happening. Like my brain was like, is that West Side Story? And then all of a sudden the party animals are on the field. Bailey.
Look,
It was the most unmenacing thing I've ever seen in
it
my
was.
life.
I understand the party animals were trying to be intimidating, but they had to walk a long ways and really fast. And some of them were taking bigger strides than Telly, particularly. who
You
was
should
up front.
you just call him out immediately. I was like, some of them are taking bigger strides than others. You're like, "No, they were walking faster than Telly." He's
He
not a
was
speed walker.
he was there in front, okay?
He was, though. He was, and it was really my eyes would not look anywhere else. I know
I
Farty
have
was front and center. I should have been looking at Farty. I could not because Telly
to
he's not a speed walker, my guy. And if he is, he's not a menacing speed walker. He's like, when the cartoons like a xylophone plays,
Mhm.
when like there's like a little cartoon character going dee 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 dee. That's
Yeah,
kind of how it,
exactly.
it felt. That was the energy because he's there just trucking along.
It's like he was trying to be a shark, but
Oh,
he ended up.
he's more of a minnow.
Oh, I was just gonna say it seemed a little bit more like a Richard Simmons walkathon.
Oh.
R.I.P. We love
I
Richard
was
Simmons.
continuing with the fish puns.
I went somewhere else because I like speed walking and watching people speed walk.
Well, if you'd like to hear more fish puns, let me know.
Well, we have a guy named Jesus Christ.
Anyway, go ahead.
You need to meet Gage.
I promise I'm finished. I'm guilty of doing too much.
I wanted to have a West Side Story walk up of some sort. I think I
Yes.
mentioned it in one of our episodes where I'm like,
You're
"Oh,
like,
West
if
Side
you have to do
Story."
if you have to do Broadway, you must do West Side Story.
Exactly. It just makes sense. And it was getting really nice and they were going to do like the whole brawl and I was hoping
They
it
were
would go
rumbling.
into. Yeah, I was hoping it would go into the Rumble, right?
Well, they started slow fighting, right? So it was like Split and Farty. They were slow fighting, and everybody else is cheering them on. They're like
Mhm.
all slow motion, and then all of a sudden, Ben Platt.
Ben Platt. What?
And then
Okay.
suddenly, Ben Platt.
We
Guys.
we are not Ben Platt fans. I'm
No, who
sorry.
is?
I'm
Is anybody
sorry.
out there? Does
I
Ben
think
Platt like Ben Platt?
there are some people who like Ben Platt, you
Listen,
know?
I'm sorry. Again, I apologize if Klenna and Platt are your people. If you like them, I understand. I get it. But also, I don't.
I just
I
he
really don't.
sounds like a goat to me. I'm not a big fan of crazy vibrato.
It's so much vibrato.
It's a lot of vibrato. And then I just remember watching it and saying, "Get out of the way, Ben Platt. I want to see the fight that's going on behind you because Split has Ashton over his shoulder. I think Helton's fighting someone. You
Oh,
have Mark in the middle of it.
hmm
And I'm trying to watch the fight. And then you have Ben Platt
hogging the camera.
singing ABBA.
Was it Alba?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to him.
Yeah, it's Winner Takes It All.
Oh, that's right.
Winner Takes It
Winner
All.
takes it all. Yeah, I remember.
But why couldn't you stick with the West Side Story theme song?
No, because Ben Platt ruins everything.
Gosh, Ben Platt, just go sit down. We don't need you here. Why
It went on
they
for
could have
so
gotten.
long.
See, I would have been so much. It would have been so much better if they had Josh Groban. I will die on that hill
Babe,
because
I would have taken Josh Gad.
Josh Gad would have been wonderful for that.
Wouldn't that
Imagine
have been
him
amazing?
singing. It would have been hilarious. Imagine him singing "Winner Takes It All,"
Or
and
if
it's
he,
Josh Gad.
even if it wasn't ABBA, if it continued with West Side Story and he's singing tonight,
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 tonight.
because the way he sings, like, is so fantastic to me. I love
Hell,
it so much. Yeah.
I
Like, I love him.
honest I wouldn't even have minded if it was a duet with Klenna and Josh Gad. That
That
would
would have been funny.
if it was
That would
Tonight,
have,
Tonight. I would have been okay with it.
because he would have been singing the Maria part. That would actually have
Yeah.
been funny. See,
Yeah.
this is why they need to ask us these questions, because I feel like I would have been like, Josh Gad, buddy. Not that I'm on first name terms with him, but I feel like I could be. Josh, my buddy, my friend, my brother, could you please do us this favor and rid us of Ben Platt? Thank you.
Co-signed. So, the party animals bats are alive, right? I'm not gonna
Mhm.
get too into it because my notes are all over the place. We were enjoying the game. We were enjoying this new feel. So,
Bear with me.
there was so much spanking and celebration.
Spanking. There
Spanking
was.
in that inning. In that inning.
Was it? I don't know if it was that inning or if it was a
No.
little bit later when they had the tarps off, but like remember, I think it was Acuff, where Telly, like, slapped him on the ass, like,
Mhm,
"Listen, sometimes you just, like, have to give each other a little bit of a whop, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of a
mhm.
bop." But he literally, like, he high-fived the man, and then his hand went back, and it was like a whap. I was like, "I'm pretty sure I coulda heard that clap from space."
So then, right now, we're in the top of the 5th. The points are 2-0, Party Animals, right? We have the slowest baby race, which always brings me joy. Half the babies are crying, the other half are vibing.
They were crying. Every time they went out on another baby, it was another crying baby, and then there was, like, one that was just kinda hanging out like, I don't know
Great.
what everybody's problem is.
It's a nice day.
She's just hanging out playing with the turf.
It's nice.
It's always
Where'd you
my
get it?
favorite when the babies aren't doing what they're supposed to, like, they turn and go the other way.
Oh, yeah. They
It's
make
my
huge.
favorite. They pull a Yui.
So, guess what else happened in the top of the 5th?
What's that?
TJ Reeves comes up.
Guess?
He hits
I
a
was like, "Yes."
bomb. He hits a bomb, and it's his first banana ball home run, and it's in Yankee Stadium.
I know, that's
So it's
crazy.
wonderful, and, like, I'm so happy for him. He's really shown himself to be really awesome at bat.
I
You're
just really love the guess what happened? I'm like, "What?" And you're like, "TJ Reeves comes up." And I'm like, "Uh-huh."
I thought you knew where I was going with.
No, I told you I didn't take notes, so I forget half the stuff that happened.
Okay, so he gets a home run, right?
Okay.
Vava actually comes up for Ballard, and I was so happy because
Fama came
Vava
up,
was a
yeah!
huge New York Yankees fan, right? And so this was his chance. And then you look at the sideline and there's Fluke with his phone recording it.
I know, it was very late, it was "You're doing great, sweetie."
It was a "You're doing great, sweetie" moment. He did strike out, but he did great. He did great. And then in the bottom of the 5th, we did have something really awesome. Lealios is pitching. Coach Rack strikes out. And then you have Hosley comes up as the extra hitter. Guess what happened? He fouled out to a fan, and the fan
Oh,
caught it.
these are the times I live for, and listen, fan, I feel like you deserve our blessings.
You do deserve our blessings. I hope your coffee is always the right temperature.
I hope that water tastes so clean and cool.
I hope while you're doing laundry, you find a $5 bill in your pocket.
I hope that your hair wears as well the next day.
I hope that you go to McDonald's, you get some chicken nuggets, and they throw 2 extra in there.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's nice.
I hope when you go, the McFlurry machine works.
Well, that's really nice. That's a
Mm,
big blessing.
yeah,
I think you've been blessed, my child.
I think that's the premium.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've been blessed, my child.
So, we have Russell Wilson hitting for Ryan Cox, we don't care. But the points go from 3-0, Party Animals.
Mhm,
Top of the 6. We have to talk about top of the 6
okay.
because you have Tanner Thomas who gets a stolen first base, right?
Yeah,
He steals first base.
I was surprised. I
And
was like, "Oh,
then
okay."
he steals second base because
Mhm,
of a bad pickoff attempt. And then Bronny he hits a grounder from second to first. So then Tanner Thomas goes to third base. So we're like, oh, guess who's coming up? Guess who's coming up? It's probably going to be Bronny, right? Wrong. It's not Bronny. It's Mark Smith.
Mark
Mark
Smith!
Smith. And Mark Smith, and we're going to talk about this in this inning because, yes, he gets a single. Not only does he get the RBI because Tanner scores, but this is his first hit, and he is overcome with emotion that he hugs the coach of the Bananas.
I didn't even realize what was actually happening. Like, I don't think that I realized this was his first hit. I knew that it doesn't happen often for him, but I didn't realize it
Mhm,
was his first hit. And I thought for me it was and initially my brain was like, "Oh, that's funny because it's like it's Mark Smith. He has a very
mhm,
specific character, right?" And he
mhm.
runs up and like the coach is there and all I saw when I looked up was him hugging the coach. And so
Yes.
for me it was very much like, "Oh god, I made it.
Mhm.
Thank
But
god I made it."
but then he gets interviewed and he says how much it means to him because his family were all like Red Sox or Yankees fans.
Mhm.
He is a Red Sox fan, but I think it was his grandfather who was a huge Yankees fan and they would banter back and forth.
Mhm.
And then he said something that I think the banana ball community, we don't agree with this. And it's because he said that his role is minuscule. No, his role is not minuscule. Mark has touched a lot of people in the way he acts, the way he presents himself, even him running on bases. It's not a minuscule role. It
No,
really
he's quite
isn't.
literally a vital member of the community, whether it's within the team or outside of it. It's really interesting to me because it's like, I don't does he genuinely not see how many times he's saved a game? Haven't has he not seen what his role is? Like, thinking about that one time he caught that pitch almost in midair.
Yeah. Was it foul territory? It was foul territory, and he jumped on the rolled up tarp
Yeah,
to get it.
he could have hurt himself. He didn't, thankfully,
No,
but he caught that ball. It was insane.
he's come in
And
clutch on so many occasions.
he's literally like I said, he's incredibly vital to the team and to the community in general as a whole.
Mhm,
He is part of Banana Ball. Like, when you think
mhm,
about Banana Ball and what it means and what it looks like, you're gonna think about Mark Smith in conjunction, of course, with some other players, but, like,
mhm.
Mark Smith is part of this. So,
Yeah,
for him to be like, his role is so minuscule, it's not, baby.
it's
Like,
not.
you are a big part of this, and you're a
It's
big part
not.
of why we watch.
And I always joke around, but it's actually kinda true. He is my emotional support player
Yeah, absolutely.
because he's one of those people that you look at and you just smile. And I know when we're watching the games and we're like, "Mark is running," like, we get
Mhm.
excited to see Mark running. So that just shows how integral he is for the party animals and for Banana Ball as a whole.
Mhm.
So, Mark, just keep doing what you're doing and knowing that it's not minuscule. So, we're now going through this really fast. Points are 4-0 because thank you, Mark. Thank you,
Literally.
Mark. We have Ryrod pitching. He doesn't do too well. And so, out of character for this season for Ryrod. Bananas finally scored a point. I don't know why it took so long for this game, but at the top of the eighth, we do get to the point where the timer runs out on the game. I don't
Mhm.
I don't know what happened.
Could it
What
have been fucking Ben Platt?
Ben Platt and Derek Quinn.
Could they have possibly eaten up most of our time? Because we get to is it the top of the 8th where they start singing Yellow?
Yeah, usually it's the top of the eighth. I can't
I
remember.
thought it
I'm
was top of the
tired.
7th for them.
Was it
Maybe
the
I'm
bottom of the
crazy.
seventh?
I feel like it's the top of the 7th that they do Yellow.
Let me look
I
this up
actually
real
don't
quick.
know, but I'm just assuming. It's not that important. But to see them, it felt like it was coming out very late, is how it felt.
They play yellow during the ninth inning.
Do they really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, that feels
Um,
late to me.
it
I feel
feels
like
very
that
late for me.
'cause it feels like it throws off the momentum, because that's how
It
it felt,
does.
is that, like, we have this momentum going, and it feels like it throws it off a little bit. Granted, it didn't help them in the end,
No.
but
So you have Levesque pitching. You have Bronny get a ball for a
is
sprint.
it Levesque?
It's Levesque. His last name is pronounced Levesque.
That seems wrong to me. Fix your name.
And then you have Levesque pitching. At one point, you do see so many tarpless party animals. You have
Yeah.
Ty Jackson, who looks like the kid from A Christmas Story, like, "I can't put my arms down."
He was
You have
cold.
him. You have Oberst. I don't think Oberst's shirt was open. I know it wasn't open in the first game, and I was
I
ragging
think
on
he
him the
did
whole time.
once. I think he did once.
Yeah, but
But then he had his little hoodie on because he got cold. But then you have at least 3 party animals who went full tarps off, and they're just dancing away.
and because the timer went out, every run counts as a point. So guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess how many points we have?
How many points now, Bailey?
7. 7.
That's crazy. Like, that
It is
literally
7.
jumped because I didn't quite catch it when it
Mhm.
moved because I feel like it happened like that. You know what I mean? Like, out of nowhere, like, maybe this is because the scoreboard took a while
To
to catch up, but, like, it was just like 4, and then all of a sudden it was 7. I was like, "Wait, wait, 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 what?"
to be fair, we were dealing with
To
the
be fair.
anger. To be fair, we were dealing with the Major League Baseball TV host on the MLB network named Matt Vesjersian. Matt Vagisil. I don't freaking know. Um, look,
This fucking guy.
I don't watch it because A, I don't have cable. B, I don't want to pay for a streaming service because
I don't wanna deal with your
no,
fucking machismo, get out of here.
no. But I was getting very aggravated listening to him. And this is just me. I'm gonna complain a little bit. But first, he said, "Who is that guy in the coat that looks like Ric Flair?" Or like the party animals, the villains, because that guy looks like Ric Flair. It was Drake. And the guy said, "Oh, because he's annoying me." What? It's
Where's
Drake.
your
He's just standing on the sidelines.
where's your fucking whimsy, bro?
Yeah.
Just say you
And
wanna kiss him, it's fine.
it's fine. And then he backtracks and goes, "Oh, it's just because, like, I have mad respect for him because I can't pull
Bullshit,
that
shut up.
off." Because then you had Josh and Mika go, "Oh, yeah, he's the voice of the party animals."
Mhm.
And I was like,
So
"Yeah,
put some fucking respect on his name.
he's a better broadcaster than you, sir."
I think that sometimes with the scoreboard, it could take a second for it to catch up, and when it
Mhm.
did, boy, it we rocketed forward.
Yeah. We did because all of those hits, because they had 2 runs prior to the clock dropping to 0.
Mhm.
And so they took those 2 runs and added it, and then they got
Oh,
a 3rd
I
run.
thought you were gonna say, so they took those 2 runs and they ran with it.
They did. They actually did. And then we got the bottom of the 8th where Porter was closing.
Mhm.
Coach Rack got a single. They had another freaking special guest, the Bananas did.
Which is number what, 57? I don't like
I don't know. Tino Martinez. Yeah, he got a strikeout, but then he stepped out of the box and they didn't call him out. He stepped out of the box, which if you step out of the box, it's a strike. And he already had
Mhm.
2 strikes against him. So he got the strikeout, but they didn't call him out when he stepped out, which they have done before last season with a special guest.
Yeah, I don't know. Could it possibly be again because it's Savannah Bananas?
Uh,
I'm just saying, cause like, if I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it as soon as the game wraps up, cause I
okay,
I get heated. Go ahead.
me too. Then Porter strikes out Cox, strikes out Ty Jackson, and it's over. The Party Animals win 7-1. It was a great game. They're
It was
still
phenomenal.
lacking on the trick plays, but
Yeah.
in this case, it's fine. The Bananas are really good at trick plays. They have
Mhm.
the glove magician. They have the Coach Rack doing backflips, and they have Alex Ziegler, who's pretty much I don't know how he does what he does, and it's kind of scary. Witch! He's a witch! But it's what really kind of got to me is like, I wanna celebrate. Let's celebrate with the boys. Let them dance. Their tarps are off. Nipples are hard. Let's do it. And
Taps are off, nipples are hard. Let's do it. Come
and
on,
then
boys.
and then they're taking the picture. And then Bill Leroy gets on the mic.
For some fucking reason. No, here, let's start off first.
Okay.
Jesse Cole, here's my problem. It's the fact that I don't see you do this for literally any other team because you got on the mic and you were like, yes, they won, blah, 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 blah. Let's also hear it for the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
You redirected the celebration from the party animals over to the Savannah Bananas, who lost the game. I would do this for literally any other team and being like, okay, why would you redirect it from somebody else's win? That's preposterous. Where's their speech? Why wouldn't
Mhm.
Baba take the mic or who was the player? Was it TJ?
Reeves. Yeah, it was TJ Reeves.
Yeah. So like why didn't he get to have the mic? Like I don't understand that.
Why couldn't it be done in tandem saying, "Thank you guys for
Mhm.
coming out. We really enjoyed playing for you."
Mhm.
Also, can we discuss that they only showed the Bananas being sad for, like, a brief second, but they had to focus in the first game
Mhm.
on the party animals being sad for a while?
It just feels so heavy of favoritism. Like,
Um,
I get the fact that they were the first, they have, like, the whole, named for because they're Savannah Bananas or whatever, but at the same point, you are a league at this point,
you are a league.
and
And
the party animals won the fucking championship previously. Should they not also receive some sort of equality?
with this, it just seemed like, okay, so we get that you're the Bananas, we get that you're in Yankee Stadium, but you both are there, and you had
Right,
a split series.
right.
So
So why if you're gonna do that with for the Savannah Bananas in the second game, why didn't you do that for the party animals in the first one?
yeah, because you have people who are fans that are at the first game who didn't go to the second game. It's silly. You could have if he would have thanked the party animals and given them compliments and props, it would have
Mhm.
I wouldn't have been just so, "Are you kidding me?" And I think that was the bias is showing. if I saw that, I would just be like, "Well, I'm hurt because I'm a Party Animals fan,
Mhm.
and as fans first, like I always say, we say we." Like, "Oh, I'm part of the team too," and
I was really excited because this particular weekend kind of helped to bring things back to center, it felt like.
Mhm.
It felt like this was the team that I fell in love with last year.
and it feels good, and I think
Mhm,
it's more about the cohesiveness that we see with the players. It's
mhm,
more of a, "We are all best friends," and I think that's what we weren't getting in the beginning of the season.
mhm. Well, and, like, I don't even need you to be best friends, but I need you to be a unit. I
Yeah.
need you to feel like you're a team. And, like, there were parts of it where it felt like something was disjointed or that people were in their head and it just was not working out. But for whatever reason, like, again, I think it's the whole bonding thing that they did that is pretty much the sole reason why I think everything worked so well this time around. It wasn't the
That
pressure from Yankee Stadium. Yes, maybe that was part of it because people were so excited to be there. It was that important. I
Mhm.
don't think that's the sole reason. I think it's
No.
because they did the work.
Oh, yeah, and also they put Delano in a tree, and I'm not gonna discount that.
Sometimes you just gotta be put in a tree for your own good.
Yeah. So, we will be here next week where the Party Animals are in Vegas, actually.
Oh, they're in Vegas?
I believe
Oh,
so. I'm trying to sell those tickets.
I am so excited for them to be doing Vegas. I had hoped that we would be able to go to that game, and unfortunately, things just did not pan out that way. And also,
Life
it's 3 hours
happens.
behind us.
It's a 10 p.m. game, so Thursday might be a little bit iffy because we work.
We work, bro. We work full
we
time. I gotta
we
get up
work
at
full
6 in the morning.
time. Plus, we also have other obligations.
Mhm.
But we're still going to do it. It's going to be fun, maybe disjointed.
We're gonna
Um,
do our best, bro.
yeah, I mean, are you really here to hear like amazing broadcasting and
Are you here to
statistical
hear
stuff?
us talk about nipples? Well, friends, if you like this episode, join us every Thursday for more of this foolishness. Don't forget to download and share, like and subscribe, and all those fun things. You can find us everywhere at Tarps Off Party Pod. And bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
Fucking Clenna.